It is good. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the pack opening that Troydan did last night, in which he spent $2,000. It must be different in Canadian, maybe even more than that in Canadian money, to get Mr. Kareem Abdul Jabbar. Troydan said, "I'm ripping until I get Kareem," which is the most dangerous statement in the entire world. And after spending over $2,000, he gave up. And here's his stats. 824 packs opened, 15 Galaxy Opals, which is below 2%, in case you guys are wondering. 2% would have been 16 or 17, and he pulled less than 2%. And the Kareem's 0. He opened 824 packs. You're looking at over 8 million VC that Troydan spent on getting Kareem. 8 million VC. Now, I know he ripped some with MT too, but 8 million VC to try to get Kareem. This has been one of the worst things I think the MyTeam community has ever seen. And just the sole fact that, like, you just spend and spend and spend, and no Kareem pops out. It's ridiculous, guys. At the start of this year, MyTeam said something about the player market, making MyTeam more accessible to get the players you guys want. Look at this. Just read through this with me. Again, after watching Troydan spend over $2,000 in packs, okay? Player cards, specifically how you add them to your collection. We're introducing the player market, a new market that will grant access to almost any player card available. Really. Almost any player card available. So tell me why, when we look at the All-Star drop, and this is just me asking 2K a question. When we look at the All-Star drop, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 players not available, not attainable for the average community. Can you tell me why, right? Why is it say, oh, but it's going to be so accessible? And then it says, the player cards in the game are only directly available through the auction house at MTP and MyTeam prices that could feel unattainable, with great budget finds coming at the detriment of the players who listed the player cards at that price. This was far from a fair system. Do you think this is a fair system? Do you think your less than 2% odds is a fair system? So it could actually be 0.001%, it could be 0.01%, it could be 1%. We don't know. Right? Because you say less than 2%. And that means it could be any percent. Is that fair for us that spend money on packs? Is that fair? No, it's not fair. And now the player market replaces the auction house with a level playing field for everyone in MyTeam. Really. I feel badly for Troydan, a guy who's basically spent so much money throughout the history of 2K. Literally last night, I think he was ripping for, I don't know the exact amount of time. I think it was like 4 hours that he spent strictly opening packs. All for nothing. All for no reason. And I'm astonished at it. I mean, the worst part is, you pull let's say you're ripping packs and you pull a duplicate Nikola Jokic. You can't even put him up on the auction house and make some MT on him. You just have to quick sell him for 90,000 MT. This whole thing is such a it's really a disgrace to the MyTeam community. That's the best way I can phrase it. And it's the most dangerous content I've ever seen. Because there are some people out there, and I'm not going to name names, but I know there's some people out there that will literally rip packs until they get Kareem, get LeBron, get Giannis, get every card here. And even if you download the mobile app, 2K said, oh, you get two Galaxy Opals for a discounted VC price. It's just another way for 2K to make money off of the community. I've never seen a company more money hungry than this drop right here alone. And so I would just encourage you guys to do this. Again, act like this content doesn't exist. For me, I had like 1 million MT, and I was like, I'm gonna, rip until I get a Galaxy Opal that I want for a gameplay. And I never even got any. I had to go and lock in the sets through the player market, which literally burned through 600,000 VC. But I'd consider myself lucky, right? Like, I spent less than $150 and got Giannis and LeBron. I got lucky with the pulls. You look at a guy like Troydan. Yes, he obviously pulled some guys with the $2,000 he spent, but the guy that wanted Kareem, he's unattainable. You're spending over $2,000 and you do not get Kareem Abdul Jabbar. That's a disgrace to the MyTeam community. And the whole thing for me is, I don't think this is going away. With the whole 100 overall system, guys, don't be surprised if this doesn't go away. my best advice for us and for the future is we just got to take this as a learning lesson. If you're planning on spending $100, I could maybe get Kareem, I could maybe get Giannis, I could maybe get LeBron. It's not gonna happen, guys. It's not gonna happen. We literally watched Troydan spend $2,000 on packs for it to have absolutely no impact on anything. At the end of his stream, guys, he literally deleted the 2K application. Like, I know he made money off the stream and all that stuff, but for him to spend all that money on 2K and to not get a Kareem, I think it's crazy. I think it's sad. And I think there has to be a way that we can buy players directly with money. Like, there has to be, instead of gambling for them. Like, this whole last week was strictly gambling. Gambling by itself is an addiction. Gambling for, the top prize, which is at a less than 2% unknown really number, is crazy. And again, I know 2K made more money this past week than they probably have within the last month combined. I get that. But it comes at what cost? People deleting your application, people seeing Troydan spend $2,000 not getting the guy he wants. That's what y'all want? I mean, it's the most dangerous game thing I've seen in a very, very, very long time. So, I don't know. I feel badly for Troydan. I mean, I really, really do. I mean, obviously, I was in the stream. I saw what happened, and honestly, I expected it. When he said, I'm pulling until I get Kareem, I expected him not to get Kareem Abdul Jabbar. That's what I expected. And that came to fruition. So, I mean, again, the amount of Kareems I've seen in 2K, so small. I've yet to play against the Kareem in a tournament. I've yet to play against him in like unlimited triple threat. And so that just goes to show, I've played against so many Galaxy Opals, but that just goes to show how rare that card truly is. If this is what they want to do with this type of content, we need an auction house. We need an auction house because otherwise, again, there's no way, statistically speaking, for me to get him. And if you don't want to include him in the player market, then I don't know what to tell you. Because you have to be able to get the cards you want. Otherwise, it ruins the whole point of MyTeam. That's my opinion on it, right? You're going to drop a Giannis, LeBron, and a Kareem. Yet you, statistically speaking, could rip thousands, $10,000s of dollars worth of packs and never see them. Like, what? That should not be how the game mode works. Should you at least be able to get them through the player market or auction house or whatever you want to call it, 2K. This, one of the worst weeks in MyTeam history. I mean, it really was, and I just hope it is not a sign of things to come. Troydan, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I had to sit there and watch you just spend thousands and thousands of dollars on these All-Star packs, in which he made the funny note, right? He made the funny note. If you look at these packs right here, contains one player card and 4 random items with the highest chance of pulling 100 overall Kareem Abdul Jabbar. A high chance, which is actually less than 2%. And if I had to guess, this is just a total guess, I think about 1 out of every 10,000 packs that are open contain Kareem. 1 out of every 10,000. That would be my guess. Now that could be too high, that could be too low. I don't really know. That's gonna wrap it up for our video, guys. Drop a like on it, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.